If you want to get a band score of 8 in writing task 2, you're in the right place. And I want to share with you in this lesson exactly how you can do that by making sure that your essay is structured properly. There are 4 criteria when it comes to writing task 2, and that's task achievement, which means just answering the question, coherence and cohesion, which is your structure. There's lexical resource, which is vocabulary, and there's grammatical range and accuracy, which is how you use your grammar for writing task 2. And I'm going to share videos about all of these criteria, but in today's lesson, I want to focus specifically on how to structure your essay. I want to give you 3 keys for coherence and cohesion. One of the things that's most important when it comes to writing task 2 is to know what you have to accomplish in the essay. And it's not about thinking what a good essay is according to your standards. You really have to know what the examiners are looking for. And the examiners have a very detailed list of the criteria that they want to see for each level from 1 to 9. And if you check the link in the comments, you can get a copy of these band descriptors for every band score. But today we're interested in how to get a level 8. So we want to focus specifically on what the minimum requirement for level 7 is so that you can start there and improve and practice and get the score you need, which is a level 8. So let's just take a quick overview of the 4 criteria. We have task achievement, which is simply making sure that you answer the question and stay on topic. Then we have coherence and cohesion, which is the structure of your essay. How do you plan and logically structure your essay? That's what we're going to specifically look at today. The other 2 are lexical resource, which is your vocabulary, and grammatical range and accuracy and grammar, and those are for future videos. Each one is worth 25%, so it's very important that you address these criteria and meet these criteria in writing task 2. But we want to focus on coherence and cohesion and how you can get a band 8 when it comes to structuring your essay. So here are the requirements. Logically organizes information and ideas. There's a clear progression throughout. Uses a range of cohesive devices appropriately, although there may be some under or overuse. Presents a clear central topic with each paragraph. So that's what we're going to look at. How can we meet this criteria for band 7 and improve to band 8? So really the 3 keys for coherence and cohesion or structuring your essay are to recognize that the magic number for structuring your essay is 3 because it applies to every part of how you organize your essay. For example, your entire essay has 3 parts, and these 3 parts must be a part of every essay, or you won't meet the criteria that the examiner is looking for. The 3 parts of your essay are an introduction, the body, where you express your opinion, and the conclusion. So make sure that your essay always includes these 3 parts: an introduction, the body of your essay, and your conclusion. So let's take a look at the body of your essay. The body of your essay will have 3 parts: body paragraph number 1, body paragraph number 2, and body paragraph number 3. So what I'm suggesting here, and I think this is the best strategy when it comes to structuring your essay, is that your entire essay will have 5 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs is a good idea because it does give you a simple structure for expressing your opinion and making sure you meet the criteria. But it also is very helpful when it comes to counting words, because you do have to have a minimum of 250 words. So in order to meet this criteria, you don't want to be distracted on test day by trying to count words and make sure you're meeting the limit. So if you have a 5-paragraph essay, an introduction, and 3 body paragraphs and a conclusion, 250 words will not be a problem. As a matter of fact, the greater danger is that you'll write too much. But having a good structure also makes sure that this is not a problem when it comes to your essay, because you may end up with 300 words or more, but you won't have too much. You'll just have everything you need, no more and no less. And that's the goal of structuring your essay, and using this rule of 3 for your essay and for the body of your essay will make a big difference in getting the score that you need. So let's take it one step further using this rule of 3 and the 3 keys to your paragraph. Each paragraph has to have 3 parts. And you want to have each of these 3 parts, and again, no more and no less. You want to make sure that for each idea in expressing your opinion, you first of all have a clear statement. Do you agree or disagree? What is your opinion? In a simple, short, concise statement. And very clear, what is your opinion? And then you give a good reason for your opinion. And then make sure you have a specific example for the reason and the statement that you've given. Make sure that you have each of these 3 things in every paragraph. And make sure you don't have more than these 3 things. Each paragraph should only have one statement. A paragraph is just simply one aspect of the topic. You only make one point in a paragraph. So have one clear statement. And then for this statement, give one good reason. And then to support and extend your answer, give one specific example. You don't need any more than this. And again, as I mentioned, this is where you run into the danger of writing too much. You will have more than you need by writing one clear statement, one good reason, and one specific example in each of your 3 paragraphs in the body. So let's take a look at this a little closer and how you can plan your essay and structure it and meet the criteria for Band 8. So let's just take a quick look. Overall, this is how your essay will look. You'll write your introduction. You'll have your 3 body paragraphs and your conclusion. But the most important thing that you can do before you start writing, for example, you cannot possibly start writing your introduction until you know exactly what's going to be in your 3 body paragraphs. Otherwise, your introduction will not be effective and will not accomplish the purpose of a good introduction. So what you need to do is you need to plan exactly what's going into the body of your essay before you start writing. Now, on test day, whether you're doing the computer-based test or the paper-based test, you will be given some note paper and a pencil. And this is where you can take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes to plan your essay before you start writing. You are given 40 minutes for writing task 2, and you will write a much better essay in 30 minutes if you take 8 to 10 minutes to plan it carefully before you start writing. So how do you do this? It's a very simple process, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So you have your note paper, you have your pencil, and the first thing you do is you draw a simple diagram on your paper. It looks like a tic-tac-toe game. You write so that you have 9 boxes to fill in so that you know you have everything you need in the body of your essay. Because each row represents a paragraph, and each column represents the part that you need in each paragraph. So this is what would be included in each box as you start planning your essay. You're going to have a statement, reason, and example on each row. And you know what? One of the good things about filling in these boxes is it's also helping you to brainstorm ideas and to come up with ideas, as well as having this solid structure. So it really doesn't matter what order you fill the boxes in. If you think of 3 statements before you think of any reasons or examples, fill those in first. And if you think of 3 reasons before you think of any examples, fill those in. Or maybe you'll think of a couple of reasons and a couple of examples, and then you'll get to your third paragraph ideas and fill those in. So it doesn't matter what order you fill these boxes in, as long as you have them all filled in before you start writing your essay, so that you know exactly what's going to go in each paragraph of the body. You're going to have a statement, a reason, and an example for each paragraph. And if you do this, this is the key to getting that Band 8 score that you're looking for. So let's take a look at an example. So we're looking at this essay example. Some people say history is one of the most important school subjects. Other people think that in today's world, subjects like science and technology are more important than history. And so you need to discuss both these views. You're going to have a paragraph about why you think history is more important. You're going to have a paragraph about why you think science and technology is more important. And then you could have a third paragraph about expressing how the two might work together. Okay? Or you could have 2 paragraphs about why you agree with history, and then one about how you express your ideas is not the most important thing. You're not being judged on your opinion. You're being judged on how you structure your essay and express your opinion in English. And you can see that it's very clear here that you need to give reasons and give examples. And these examples come from your own experience and knowledge. So if we were working on this question, we might end up with something like this once we filled in our plan for our essay. So for example, in the first paragraph, I'm going to agree with that we should study history more. And the reason is because of the lessons we learned from the past. And an example is it could help with our choice when it comes to determining a political position. If we really want to agree with the fact that science and technology is more important, then we're going to say that we should prioritize arts and sciences in our second paragraph. And the reason is it's better for our career. And the example that I'm going to use in this essay is that these subjects are the most popular in Canada, in universities in Canada. And then I'm going to take some middle ground in my third paragraph that we need to keep these studies in balance and study both and the reasons so that we'll be well informed. And the example I'm going to use is that we need to be careful about artificial intelligence, and there's a specific app that I've mentioned. When you're giving your examples, the more specific the better. If you use a friend or a family member as an example, put their name in the essay. It just adds that little extra to extend and support your answer. If you're talking about an app or some kind of internet site, mention the site by name. And these are little things that can help you to write more effectively and more specifically when structuring your essay. So now I know exactly what's going to go into my essay in each body paragraph. Let's just take a look at one example. Let's look at an example of a paragraph, and you can see clearly that these three components are a part of this paragraph. So this comes from the second paragraph, and we're talking about science and technology. So I'm saying, although history should still be taught, the practical sciences and arts should be prioritized. So there's my clear statement of my opinion. The practical sciences and arts should be prioritized. And my reason, because these are more likely to have an impact on a person's future career. So there's my reason. And you can see that my statement and my reason have come together in one compound, complex sentence. And if you want some more information on how to do that, that will be coming in the lesson when we meet the criteria for grammatical range and accuracy. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can be aware when these videos are available in the next few days, so that you can continue your lesson to get that score you need in writing task 2. And then once you've seen my statement and reason in this paragraph, I've given a good example. Now, it may very well be that the example is the biggest part of sharing your opinion in each paragraph. And this is good for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you're writing a personal example, it's easier to write. It's easier to write about your own experience or your own life than it is to write about somebody else's or something you've tried to memorize ahead of time. When you're just naturally writing from your own life and experience, it's very easy to be confident and comfortable in your writing. And so the example can also be the most powerful part when it comes to expressing and validating your opinion. So I would encourage you to really make sure that each paragraph simply has these three components, but only one of each: one statement, one reason, and one specific example. If you do this, you're on the right path to getting Band 8 in writing task 2. I hope you found this helpful, and I want you to make sure that you continue to watch the other videos. The next video in this series will be coming soon. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the video that's on task achievement, and that will help you as you prepare for writing task 2. So all the best as you continue to prepare for the IELTS exam.